The last few days been like for you?
It's just just trying to trying to be the best version of myself, do whatever I can to help the team. Just relying on God. Draw my faith from Him and continue to push to try to help be the best version of myself. That's really the focus.
How upset were you over this?
I mean, competitor, obviously, not how, not what you dream of, what you think is going to happen. But again, I trust in the Lord. I know that, He's in control at the end of the day. I'm super grateful for Him, for all this, happened in my life. I'm super blessed. So again, obviously not something that's ideal, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. For me, I have to, focus on what I can do now, how I can be better, the process day to day, and just keep leaning on God.
Bryce, what was your reaction when Dave told you the news? I mean, were you surprised? Were you shocked? Were you upset? What was your reaction?
Yeah, not something that I was necessarily expecting, you know, and obviously not something that was great to hear. But I respect Coach Canales. I respect the organization. Obviously, they made the decision, and it's on me to put them in that situation. So again, uh, right now that's the situation that it is. So I have to do everything I can to help the team in whatever way I can.
Bryce, when you were a freshman at Alabama, obviously you backed up Mac. How much do you have to kind of fall back on, like, kind of that role now and what you learned in that role as kind of a guy who's there to support?
Yeah, it's just, I love Andy. We're super close, and I love this team. I love my teammates. So it's not hard to root for them, to try to do everything I can to help, to play my role. To try to just be around to help in whatever way I can. So really, because of those factors, it's not hard to do.
There was speculation that you've lost your confidence. Did you ever lose your confidence?
Again, I draw my confidence from the Lord, and He never forsaken me, never will, and that's not something that I feel. But again, at the end of the day, I take accountability for myself, for my actions, for how things have gone. At the end of the day, the quarterback, and as a leader, it all falls on my shoulders, and I have to take that in stride, and do what I can now to try to grow and improve. So yeah.
Do you feel like you still have a future here in Carolina?
I really right now I'm a day by day type of person. I've talked about that kind of consistently. Big picture stuff that's out of my hands. That's in God's hands. Organizational stuff that's with the people upstairs. So I'm super grateful to be a part of the team, be a part of the organization. I want to help the team whatever way I can, and that's my focus. So.
Sorry, have you noticed a lot of the support you've been getting, maybe like social media and like from your teammates, and what's that kind of meant to you through all of this?
Yeah, I'm super grateful for the support. I'm grateful for my teammates. Those are guys I've leaned on. Again, not the easiest situation, but I'm super blessed. Again, I woke up this morning. Not everyone did that. There's a long list of things that God has just blessed me with, and trying to just have perspective. I'm grateful for all the blessings He's put into my life, and being able to lean on that, people around me. I'm grateful for that, and just still trying to attack every single day, same mentality, trying to be as good as I can for the team.
Bryce, how do you approach things moving forward now? I mean, do you just kind of work towards getting another chance, or how do you approach things?
Doesn't change my approach. Still, even if it's different. You're out in practice at different times. It's still the same mindset of trying to help the team and be the best I can. Still the same off the field process. Still, get in and leave at the same time. Still watch the same stuff. Still prepare the same way. That's just, I love the game and I respect the game, and I won't budge on that no matter what. So the process is always going to be the same no matter what the circumstances are, and yeah, that'll be that way.
Is the goal to get another shot here?
My goal is to help the team whatever way the coaches see fit, and they're going to determine what way is best for the team.
Bryce,
I don't think that's up for me to decide. Again, I had there's a lot of plays that for last year in these first two games, every for the most part every snap hit my hands, and I didn't do enough with it at the end of the day. I take accountability for that. There's plays, there's stuff, there's a long list of things that I wish I was better at, and I'm going to continue to work to grow and improve on and be better at. So I'm always going to look in the mirror. I don't, circumstances are what they are for not just me, but for everyone. Everyone's dealing with something. Everyone has circumstances. If I went out there and played better and we won games, at the end of the day, that falls on me that didn't happen, and we wouldn't be having this conversation. So, right now I am where I am, and all I can do is try to be better each and every day.
Bryce, as a prospect, you don't have control over where and when you get drafted or what situation you're in. But it does seem like there's a trend to push guys out right away as rookies instead of having kind of that acclimation prospect that you would possibly have in like Green Bay over the last few years. Do you feel like you were rushed out too early?
Again, that's not my decision to decide. At the end of the day, we had a ton of drives, we had a ton of games, and I didn't do enough during that. I look in the mirror and I take accountability for that. Again, I touched the ball, I was on the field, so things that didn't go well during that time, that's 100% on me and no one else. So, again, I gotta look in the mirror, I gotta be better, I'm gonna continue to work each and every day. The circumstances are what the circumstances are, that's not out of my control, and I'm gonna keep trying to control what I can.
How did the organization fail you, and how do you think you may have failed the organization?
Again, that's big picture stuff that I don't feel like is up for me to answer. The goal obviously was to come in and everything to be smooth from day one. Want to win every game, want to go and have success as a team every game, and obviously that hasn't happened to the capacity that we wanted it to. Again, I take accountability for that, and all I can do is look at myself, and after every game, good or bad, after every practice, good or bad, I always have that mindset of coming in and watching the film, talking to coaches, and figuring out what I can do better. And that's always going to be the case. So right now, regardless of what my role is or my circumstances are, I just want to do everything I can to try to help the team.
Bryce, is there a piece of advice that you've gotten from a teammate or mentor, friend, whatever, on how to approach the next whatever?
Just being consistent. I love my teammates. I love the team. I'm grateful to be a part of it, and I want to work for those guys as I always have. Looking over is enough motivation for me. Again, God put me here for a reason. I know that to be true, and I'm grateful to be where I am. And I have to do everything I can to honor that and to be at my best for that. So I've definitely gotten encouragement, which I'm grateful for. And again, looking at where I'm at and just the blessings that I have, that's enough encouragement for me.
You have time for two more.
Territory for you as a quarterback. Like, how are your mentals? How are you doing mentally?
Again, just trying to lean on God through everything. He a firm believer that everything happens for a reason, that he puts us through things for a reason, that, all good and all bad is for a reason. And, ultimately, whether it's something I understand in the moment or don't, I understand in a week or a year, I never understand. That's good with me because God ordained it. So I'm grateful to be where I'm at. I'm grateful for the situation, for everything. Again, and even if it's not something in the moment that, I necessarily, feel the best about, I know that it's supposed to happen for a reason. So I think that's really what I keep leaning back on.
Do you still feel like it's a good franchise quarterback in this league?
I have confidence in myself. Always have confidence in myself. Again, it's a day-to-day thing. I always feel like, at the end of the day, I'm a competitor. Whenever there's a football and there's a field out there, I have the utmost confidence in myself. It's been great with these guys, too, having teammates that I can lean on as well. And that's not something that's going to waver. Again, what the circumstances are, what happens, that's up for God to decide, and it's out of my hands. But, that feeling isn't going to change.